So today we're going to take a look at a scenario where civilization starts over. We're now on episode 48 of the series, and in the last episode, the main attraction was the Colombian Civil War, which made the first proxy war of the Cold War to the releasement of the Ecuadorian country and a new Central American country, which I definitely did steal the color. And I believe we also saw this new anarchist state form in the remnants of the old aligned country that was once here. And we also saw more nuclear numbers go up. And I don't remember anything else that happened apart from like a few alliance shenanigans. But yeah, let's just get started right now. So yeah. So first off, we have Croatia, who has done nothing, and I mean nothing, ever since they lost World War I, which means they've gone out of isolation, and they want to expand a little bit. Specifically, these two guys. Slovenia is out of their league, so Croatia is going to invade Serbia or Bosnia. Yeah, I'm calling this country Bosnia, even though they have like barely any territory in actual Bosnia, but I'm calling them Bosnia. And yeah, which one are they going to invade? Well, to answer that question, dear viewer, they are going to be invading the country of Serbia. Croatian troops enter into Serbia, and let's take a look at the stability. These guys are a red stability. It's not good, and so when this country erupts, when the country erupts into conflict, it's gonna erupt into collapse. So this country over here is like, wow, it's free land practically. So the Belgrade country, yeah, let's call this Belgrade. The Belgrade country is going to invade Serbia, capture this major city, and are now moving into Serbia. And the Turkish Union, wanting to stop all this conflict, is gonna go in and go, hey, how about we just divide this up and we can just end all of this conflict? And Belgrade is like, and why should we give you any land? Because if you don't, then you'll get wrecked. Fair point. And so yeah, let's take a look at the partitioning of Serbia, a very old nation, but too bad. And here we have the partitioning of Serbia. I'm gonna turn on the province layer so you can see what the outline of the Serbia used to be. It kind of went like this. So now you can tell who got what. The Belgrade country got these 7 provinces, while Croatia got these 7 provinces too, and then the Turks got the rest. So yeah, that's what we see here in Europe. Now, in case anyone's wondering, I think this is like the squarest country I have in my Wix, so because the squarest country in any Wix is definitely that one square country that Norwegian did in his Wix, so I just thought that was a neat little detail. And actually, we're gonna stay here in Asia. Well, why you may be asking? Well, India is gonna lobby for this country's expansion. What do I mean by that? So, the Himalayan country's expansion is lobbied by India is going to affect the remnants of the old big Bhutani country that was once here. Remember the one that like kind of used to, like, well, we'll make an outline. It was kind of like, wait, no, I didn't go that far. It's kind of like, it's kind of like that. Well, you could call this country the successor of it, but the like oldish government is staying right here. So, well, the Himalayan country is going to push wrong layer. The Himalayan country is going to push its troops and Watson into Bhutan, and well, it's not actually Bhutan. Bhutan is more of this area, which is controlled by the Bangladeshi side of India. But this is like with the old government. This is like more of a mini Tibetish country. I don't know. You guys can make up a name. I'm looking at you, Wolf 3. Please make up a name for this country. I'm counting on you. Well, oh yeah, I'm due acknowledging that I am ignoring the Tibetan plateau whenever I do all of these things in this area, but do you guys want me to value realism over entertainment? I would say it's not realistic, but I still have like want to make some parts realistic. So if you guys want this to be more realistic as well, just let me know. But yeah, the Himalayan country, he captures this major city, which is right next to this lake, and after an excruciating battle, they capture the capital of the brown team, and they fall. This is a sad day for the Thunder Dragon Empire. All they used to be Thunder Dragon Empire. And in this peace treaty, we see full annexation of the Bhutani country. I guess I could call this country Nepal. Nepal is also right here, and besides, there was like the once bright yellow country that I called Nepal, which used to look like this, I believe. And that country was barely in Nepal. Nepal is like here, and that country was like that. It did not align very well. But I'll stop rambling and move on to the next event. Now, next up, there's this leader in this country who's like, I guess you could call them a modern warlord. They really want to expand his nation and like become the successor to like the like orangish Mozambican country that used to reside here pre-scramble for Africa in episode 28 war. But I would say that the blue Mozambicans are more of a successor to that state, and these guys are desperate to prove everyone wrong. So what are they gonna be doing, you may be asking? Well, the logical choice is definitely going to be, invading your strongest neighbor. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. So, the Malawi country captures this major city and swiftly moves on into Mozambique. And Mozambique was not prepared for this since they thought they were chill with these guys. And they even managed to cut off the Mozambicans from their southern half to their northern half. And Mozambique is just not going to let this tiny itty-bitty country watch around and take land from them. No, they're actually going to fight back with this. With backing from a country, they managed to recapture this major city and push back the Malawis, or the Malawis, whatever you want to call them. We push them back to this major city and to the border over here with a small invading group over here. But the group over here does still have some successes over. Are now working their way over to this major city and holding a steady front over here. But eventually, these guys are kicked out over here, and Malawi is like, oh nar. And the Mozambicans enter and capture the capital of Malawi, and they kill the warlord live. And everyone's like, okay, maybe you're going a bit too far. And they're like, no, they deserve this. They definitely deserve this. Why? Because, actually, I don't know. What did they do to deserve this? I guess pissing me off. Yeah, that checks out. Well, anyway, the Mozambicans continue to push on and over here and move in and capture this major city, cutting off North Malawi and South Malawi. And these guys are like, yeah, we're cooked. As now there are troops coming in from both sides of the equation, and pushing in from the front and from behind, and these guys are four. As now the Mozambicans fully kick up the Malawans' other territory and chase them in their own land. And after a while, it falls, pushing Malawi into a complete surrender. Now let's take a look at this peace treaty. And in this peace treaty, we see full annexation of the former Malawi country. And that leaves us with one Malawi, the true Malawi. I don't think I've ever said Malawi so much in once. Next up, we're going to be updating our nuclear numbers. The Turkish Union is going to go from 93 and 5 to 123 nukes with 16 other territories, which means they've added one more bomb in foreign soil. Now let's see where that is. They have given one of their nukes to the southern French, and the northern French are like, yikesies. India is going to go from 54 and 1 to 89 and 1. They haven't placed any other nukes in other territories. And as for the other countries with nukes, they haven't produced more. Well, like I said, these guys aren't in the phase of their mass producing. But these two are really starting to ramp up. Now let's talk about the GC. So, a few more countries are going to join the GC. The country of Paraguay and Uruguay are both going to join the GC. The Yucatan country is going to join over here. And in America, the last thing to happen is Arkansas joining in the GC. Now, in North America, only one more country joins, that being the Valencian country in Iberia. Now, in Africa, Namibia joins, and so does Southern Congo. They join too. And lastly, the Central African Republic joins. Now, over here in Asia, the previously mentioned Himalayan country is going to join the GC, followed shortly by the Manchurian country and the Square country. And no one new joins in Oceania, so that is the GC update. And that'll do it for today's episode of What If Civilizations Are Over. Please leave a like and subscribe, smash the notification bell, smash the like button, smash the subscribe button, smash laser taste, and I'll see you on the flip side. Bye-bye.